Welcome to EvoLing Mind, where English meets inspiration. Let's train your ears and grow your mind, one word at a time.
Today, we explore a topic that touches almost everyone in the world: social media. Social media is everywhere. We wake up and check our phones. We share photos, stories, and ideas. We connect with friends, family, and even strangers. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter are part of our daily lives. For many people, social media feels like a second home, a place where they spend hours every day. But here's the truth. Social media is both a gift and a challenge. On one hand, it provides us with connection, knowledge, entertainment, and opportunities. It helps us feel closer, even when we are far away. On the other side, it can bring stress, distraction, comparison, and even loneliness. It can help us grow, but it can also make us feel small. That's why today we will talk about the pros and cons of social media. Not to say it is good or bad, but to reflect on how it shapes our lives. Because, like many things in life, social media is a tool. It depends on how we use it. In this episode, we will explore both sides. First, we will look at the positive side, how social media connects us, inspires us, and gives us the power to learn and share. Then, we will talk about the challenges, how they can affect our focus, our feelings, and even our mental health. After that, we will reflect on balance, how we can enjoy the benefits without being trapped by the negatives. And finally, we will consider purpose, how we can utilize social media in a way that adds meaning to our lives. So take a deep breath, put your phone aside for a moment, and let's think deeply about the role of social media in our journey. Let's begin with the bright side of social media. Why do so many people around the world love it? Why do billions of us open our phones every day to scroll, to share, and to connect? The answer is simple. Because social media has real power to bring good things into our lives. The first gift of social media is connection. Before these platforms existed, staying in touch with people far away was difficult. Letters took days or weeks, phone calls were expensive. But now, with one message, we can talk to a friend in another city or another country. We can see their photos, hear their voice, and even watch their live video in real time. For families separated by distance, social media keeps hearts close. For friends who move abroad, it makes the distance feel smaller. Connection is the heart of social media. Social media also helps us build communities. It is not only about keeping old friends, but also about finding new ones. People with the same interests can meet online. A person who loves cooking can join a group and share recipes. A person who enjoys reading can find others who love books. A person who struggles with a problem can find support from people who understand. In this way, social media makes the world feel like a big village, full of small communities where we belong. Another bright side is knowledge. Social media gives us access to information faster than ever before. News spreads in seconds. Educational videos, tutorials, and online courses are everywhere. You can learn a new language, watch a science experiment, or understand history with just a few clicks. For many people, social media is not only entertainment, it is a classroom, a place where we can learn from others and share what we know. Social media also inspires us. Every day, millions of people share their stories of success, of courage, of kindness. We see people overcoming challenges, reaching goals, and making a difference in their community. These stories remind us that we are not alone in our struggles, and they give us motivation to keep going. Inspiration spreads quickly online, and sometimes one small post can touch millions of lives. Another positive side is opportunity. Social media has changed the way we work and create. Many people use it to share their art, music, or writing. Some build businesses, some find jobs, and some connect with customers and audiences. A small idea can become big because social media gives it a stage. In the past, reaching an audience was difficult. Today, anyone with a phone can share their talent with the world. This creates new chances for creativity and growth. Social media is also a place for expression. We can share our opinions, our feelings, our photos, and our voice. It gives us freedom to express who we are. For some, it is a diary. For others, it is a stage. Expression is powerful because it helps us feel seen and heard. When we share something and others respond, we feel connected, valued, and understood. Another bright side is entertainment. Let's be honest, sometimes we just need a laugh, a song, or a funny video. Social media gives us endless entertainment at any time. We can relax, smile, and take a break from stress. In moderation, this entertainment is healthy. It adds joy to our day and helps us feel lighter. Social media can also raise awareness. Important issues like climate change, social justice, or health campaigns reach more people because of online platforms. When something matters, it can be shared, liked, and spread around the world. Social media gives voice to movements, to communities, and to people who need support. It makes global problems visible, and it encourages action. Another important benefit is empathy. When we read stories from people in different places, we understand their lives better. We see photos of refugees, we hear voices from people in war, and we learn about struggles far from our own homes. These stories make us care. They open our hearts. Social media, at its best, makes the world more compassionate. Let's not forget about the celebration. Social media allows us to celebrate life together. Birthdays, weddings, achievements, or even small daily joys can be shared. A person who gets a new job can receive congratulations from hundreds of friends. A family that welcomes a baby can share their happiness with relatives everywhere. These shared celebrations create a sense of unity and warmth. Social media also brings speed. If you need advice, you can ask and receive answers quickly. If you need help, you can reach out and find support. Communities respond fast, and sometimes this speed even saves lives. For example, during natural disasters, social media helps people find safety, share information, and organize help. Finally, social media can give us hope. In a world that sometimes feels divided, these platforms show us that connection is still possible. A smile from another culture, a message from across the world, a kind comment from a stranger. These moments remind us of the good in humanity. They remind us that technology, when used with love, can be a bridge. So, the bright side of social media is wide and real. It gives us connection, community, knowledge, inspiration, opportunity, expression, entertainment, awareness, empathy, celebration, speed, and hope. Of course, it is not perfect. Nothing is. But when we see the good, we understand why social media has become such a powerful part of our lives. Because in the end, social media is not only about screens. It is about people. It is about the human desire to connect, to learn, to share, and to grow. And that is the bright side.
But to see the whole picture, we must also look at the other side, the dark side. Because while social media can connect us, it can also hurt us. It can help us grow, but it can also slow us down. The first challenge is distraction. Social media is designed to catch our attention. Notifications, likes, comments, and endless scrolling keep our eyes on the screen. What starts as a 5-minute break often becomes an hour or more. We lose focus. We delay important tasks. Many people even say they check their phone without thinking, like a habit they cannot control. Distraction steals our time, and time is life. Another problem is comparison. On social media, we often see the best parts of other people's lives. The happy photos, the perfect vacations, the smiling faces. But behind the screen, reality may be very different. Still, we compare our ordinary life to their highlight moments. We see their success and feel like we are behind. We see their beauty and feel less confident. Comparison makes us forget that social media is not the whole truth. It is only a part of the story. Social media can also affect mental health. Studies show that spending too much time online can increase stress, anxiety, and even depression. Why? Because constant information overwhelms us. Because negative comments hurt us. Because the pressure to be liked makes us anxious. Instead of feeling connected, we sometimes feel alone, invisible, or not good enough. Another dark side is addiction. Many people feel they cannot live without checking their phones every few minutes. The brain becomes used to the small reward of a notification. Like a game, it gives pleasure in the moment but leaves us empty after. Addiction reduces our ability to enjoy silence, focus, or deep conversations. We always want the next scroll, the next update, the next like. Privacy is another issue. On social media, we share photos, thoughts, and locations, but sometimes we share too much. Companies collect our data. Strangers can see information we don't want to show. And once something is online, it is almost impossible to take back. Privacy becomes weaker, and this can put us at risk. Social media also spreads misinformation. Because news travels so fast online, not everything is checked or true. False stories, rumors, and fake news can move across the world in minutes. This creates confusion, fear, and sometimes even danger. People make decisions based on lies, and trust in real information becomes weaker. Another dark side is cyberbullying. Behind a screen, some people feel free to be cruel. They write hurtful comments, spread rumors, or attack others with words. For the person receiving this, the pain is real. Words can leave scars. For young people especially, cyberbullying can damage confidence and create deep sadness. Social media can also damage real-life relationships. Sometimes we sit with family or friends, but everyone is looking at their phone. We post about life instead of living it. We measure our value by online likes instead of real conversations. Slowly, the line between online and offline becomes blurred, and we lose the depth of face-to-face connection. Another problem is the pressure to always perform. On social media, many people feel they must always look good, always be happy, always share something interesting. This performance is tiring. It makes life feel like a show, instead of something natural. We begin to live for the screen, not for ourselves. Social media can also create echo chambers. Algorithms show us content similar to what we already like. This means we often only see opinions we agree with. We live in a bubble, hearing the same voices again and again. This reduces understanding. It makes us less open to new ideas and more divided from others. Another dark side is how social media affects sleep. Many people use their phones late at night, scrolling in bed. The bright light, the endless content, and the constant notifications keep the brain awake. Sleep becomes shorter, weaker, and the next day we feel tired. Over time, this habit can damage health. Finally, the dark side of social media is that it can make us forget to live in the present. We are so busy taking photos, recording videos, and sharing updates that we miss the actual moment. We don't watch the sunset with our eyes, we watch it through our camera. We don't enjoy the meal We only post it online. Social media steals the beauty of now. So, yes, social media has many bright sides, but it also has shadows. Distraction, comparison, mental health issues, addiction, privacy risks, misinformation, cyberbullying, broken relationships, performance pressure, echo chambers, lost sleep, and lost presence. Does this mean social media is bad? Not at all. It means we must be wise. We must see both the light and the dark, because only then can we use it in a way that serves us instead of controls us. The dark side of social media is real, but awareness is the first step to balance, and balance is what we will explore next.
Now comes the most important question. How can we find balance? How can we enjoy the benefits without falling into the traps? Social media itself is not good or bad. It is a tool, and like any tool, its value depends on how we use it. The first step toward balance is awareness. Many people scroll without thinking. They open their phone again and again, almost like breathing. They don't notice the hours passing. Balance begins when we pay attention. Ask yourself, why am I opening this app right now? Am I looking for something, or am I just bored? This simple question creates space to choose instead of reacting. Another way to find balance is by setting limits. Social media is endless. There is always one more post, one more video, one more story. If we don't set limits, we will never stop. That's why creating boundaries is important. For example, you can decide, I will use social media only 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening. Or, I will not check my phone 1 hour before sleep. These small rules protect your time and your health. Balance also means choosing quality over quantity. You don't need to follow hundreds of accounts. You don't need to read every post. Instead, ask yourself, which voices bring me value? Which pages inspire me, teach me, or make me feel good? Keep those, and unfollow the ones that bring stress, negativity, or comparison. Your feed should serve you, not hurt you. Another key to balance is using social media with purpose. Instead of asking, what can I consume today? Ask, what can I create? Or how can I connect? When you share your thoughts, your art, or your experiences, you add value to the community. You turn social media into a place of exchange, not only consumption. And this feels much more meaningful. Balance also means being honest with yourself. If you notice that scrolling makes you feel tired, sad, or anxious, it is a sign. Listen to that feeling. Take a break. Log out for a day or even a week. You will realize the world outside the screen is still full of life. The sun still rises. People still smile. Silence still heals. Social media is powerful, but it is not everything. Another practice for balance is gratitude. Instead of comparing yourself to others, be grateful for what you have. When you see someone else's success online, say to yourself, good for them, and I am grateful for my own journey. Gratitude changes comparison into inspiration. It reminds you that your story is valuable too. Balance also means protecting real-life relationships. When you are with family or friends, put your phone aside. Look into their eyes. Listen with full attention. These moments cannot be replaced by likes or comments. Real hugs, real laughter, real conversations. These are treasures. Social media should support, not replace our human connections. It is also important to take care of your body. Remember that long hours on the phone hurt your eyes, your back, and your sleep. Balance means respecting your body. Take breaks, stretch, walk outside, breathe fresh air. Health is more valuable than any screen. Another part of balance is using social media for learning, not only for entertainment. It is easy to spend hours watching funny videos, but if you add even 10 minutes of educational content each day, you grow, you learn. You use social media as a tool for self-improvement, and this balance makes the experience more rewarding. We should also remember to live in the moment. Before posting every meal or every sunset, pause. Ask yourself, do I want to experience this with my eyes or only with my screen? Sometimes put the phone down and just feel the taste, the smell, the sound. These are the real treasures. Social media can wait. Another idea for balance is digital detox. This means taking a planned break from social media. Maybe one day a week or one weekend a month, you disconnect completely. At first, it feels strange, but soon you realize you have more time, more focus, and more peace. A detox reminds you that you control the phone, not the other way around. Balance also requires kindness. When you post, be kind. When you comment, be respectful. When you disagree, do it with love. This attitude not only helps others, but also protects your own heart. Because negativity online can easily enter our spirits, but kindness creates a shield. Finally, balance means remembering your purpose in life. Social media is part of life, but not the whole life. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? What do I want my days to be about? Use social media in a way that supports your values, not distracts from them. So, how can we use social media wisely? By being aware, setting limits, choosing quality, using it with purpose, listening to our feelings, practicing gratitude, protecting real-life relationships, caring for our body, learning as well as laughing, living in the moment, trying detox, showing kindness, and staying connected to our purpose. Social media is a powerful tool. It can shape the way we think, feel, and act. But in the end, we are the ones holding the phone. We are the ones who decide how to use it. And with balance, we can make it a positive part of our journey. That is the art of balance in social media. We have discussed the bright side of social media, the dark side, and the importance of striking a balance. Now it is time to turn the focus to you, because social media is not just a global story, it is also a personal story. How you use it shapes your daily life, your relationships, and even your sense of self. This part is about reflection and self-check. Let's begin with a simple question. How much time do you spend on social media each day? Think about yesterday. Was it 10 minutes? 1 hour? 2 hours? Maybe even more. Be honest with yourself. Time is one of the most precious gifts we have. When we give it to social media, what do we receive in return? Was the time well spent? Did it make you feel better, smarter, closer to people? Or did it leave you tired and distracted? Now, another question. What do you usually do when you are online? Do you scroll without thinking? Do you check updates just because you're bored? Or do you use it to connect with friends, to learn something new, to be inspired? Your answer tells you a lot, because social media can be a tool for growth, but it can also be a trap for endless distraction. Which side is stronger in your life right now? Let's reflect deeper. How does social media make you feel? When you look at your feed, do you feel happy, motivated, connected, or do you feel anxious, jealous, or lonely? Your feelings are important signals. They show you whether social media is serving you or controlling you. If you notice negative feelings, don't ignore them. They are a message from your heart that something needs to change. Another reflection. Do you control social media, or does social media control you? Think about the last time you picked up your phone. Did you decide to do it? Or did you do it automatically, without thought? Balance begins with awareness. If the phone controls you, then maybe it is time to take back your power. You are the one who chooses. You are the one who decides. Now ask yourself, what is one positive thing you have gained from social media? Maybe it helped you reconnect with an old friend. Maybe it inspired you with a story. Maybe it gave you knowledge that changed your life. Remembering these positives is good because it shows that social media can bring value. But then ask, what is one negative thing social media has done to you? Maybe it made you waste time. Maybe it hurt your confidence. Maybe it distracted you from your goals. Recognizing both sides helps you see clearly. Let's take this reflection further. What kind of person are you online? Do you show your true self or only your best side? Do you share kindness or do you sometimes spread negativity? Social media is not only about what it gives us, it is also about what we give to others. Every post, every comment, every share is part of our impact. What kind of impact do you want to leave? Another self-check. What would happen if you stayed offline for one day? Would you feel free or would you feel lost? Would you enjoy the silence or would you feel anxious? This question is important because it shows how dependent you are. If being offline feels impossible, maybe it is time for a change. If being offline feels good, maybe you need it more often. Now let's think about relationships. How does social media affect the people around you? Do you give more attention to your phone than to your family? Do you talk more with strangers online than with friends in real life? Or does social media help you stay close to the people you love? Relationships are built with presence, with listening, with attention. Is social media helping or is it stealing these moments? Another reflection. What is your purpose when using social media? Are you using it to escape boredom or to add value to your life? Are you using it to show off or to share meaning? Purpose makes a big difference. Without purpose, social media controls you. With purpose, you control social media. Finally, ask yourself, what is one small change I can make today to use social media more wisely? It doesn't have to be big. Maybe it's turning off notifications. Maybe it's unfollowing accounts that makes you feel bad. Maybe it's deciding not to check your phone during meals. One small step is enough, and tomorrow maybe another. Over time, these small steps create balance, peace, and freedom. Take a deep breath and think, who do I want to be in the digital world? Do I want to be someone who scrolls without thought, or someone who chooses with awareness? Do I want to be someone who compares and feels small, or someone who shares kindness and feels connected? The answer is in your hands. Social media is a mirror. It shows us not only the world, but also ourselves. When we reflect, we see clearly. When we check ourselves, we grow. So tonight, before you sleep, ask one more question. Did social media today make me a better version of myself? If the answer is yes, celebrate it. If the answer is no, don't feel guilty. Just start again tomorrow with more awareness, more purpose, and more balance. Because in the end, social media is not the master of your life. You are.
We live in a time unlike any before. The digital age is here, and social media is at the center of it. Every day, billions of people share, scroll, and connect. For some, it is entertainment. For others, it is work. For many, it is both. The digital age is not coming, it has already arrived. And now we must ask, how do we live with purpose in this new world? Living with purpose means more than just surviving each day. It means knowing why we do what we do. It means living with intention, not just reaction. In the digital age, this is more important than ever, because every click, every share, every post is a choice. And together, those choices shape not only our lives, but the digital culture around us. The first step to living with purpose in the digital age is clarity. Ask yourself, What do I want from social media? Do I want connection, learning, inspiration, or just escape? None of these answers are wrong, but knowing the answer gives you control. Purpose begins when you are clear about your why. The second step is alignment. Once you know your purpose, ask, does my online life match my real values? For example, if you value kindness, are your comments kind? If you value growth, are you following people who inspire you? If you value family, are you spending more time with them than with strangers online? Living with purpose means making sure your actions, both online and offline, align with what matters most to you. Another way to live with purpose is contribution. Instead of only consuming content, think about what you can give. What story can you share that might inspire someone? What knowledge can you offer that could help another person? What kindness can you express that may brighten a stranger's day? Contribution turns social media from a place of passive scrolling into a place of active impact. Living with purpose also means balance. We talked about balance before, but here it becomes deeper. Balance is not only about time, it is about energy. How much energy do you give to your phone compared to your dreams? How much energy do you give to likes compared to love? Living with purpose requires balance between the digital and the real. Both are important, but one should never replace the other. Another important part of purpose is authenticity. In the digital age, it is easy to wear masks. We post perfect photos, create perfect captions, and show only the good side. But authenticity is more powerful. When you show who you truly are, your real thoughts, your real feelings, you give others permission to do the same. Authenticity builds trust, and trust is the foundation of meaningful connection. Living with purpose also means courage. It takes courage to disconnect when everyone else is online. It takes courage to speak the truth instead of what is popular. It takes courage to use social media differently, with intention, when the world tells you to scroll without thought. But courage is exactly what the digital age needs. Purposeful voices, not just loud ones. Another key is gratitude. The digital age gives us tools our grandparents never dreamed of. We can learn from any culture, connect with anyone, and share our voice with the world. This is a gift. Gratitude reminds us to use it wisely, to not waste it on hate or envy or endless distraction. Gratitude brings purpose back into our scrolling. Living with purpose also requires rest. In a world that never sleeps, we must choose to rest. We must choose silence, nature, and real presence, because purpose cannot grow in noise. It grows in reflection, in stillness, in moments away from the screen. The digital age may be 24/7, but human beings are not machines. We need time to breathe. Finally, living with purpose in the digital age means remembering the bigger picture. One day, we will look back on our lives. We will not count the likes, we will not remember every post, but we will remember the love we shared, the people we touched, the meaning we created. Purpose means living for those things now, even while we are online. So how do we live with purpose in the digital age? By being clear about our why, by aligning our online life with our true values, by contributing, not just consuming, by keeping balance, living authentically, showing courage, practicing gratitude, taking rest, and remembering the bigger picture. Social media will continue to grow. Technology will continue to change. But purpose is timeless. If we live with purpose, then no matter how fast the digital age moves, we will not be lost. We will walk with direction, with clarity, with meaning. Because in the end, the digital age is not just about technology. It is about humanity, and humanity always needs purpose. Today we explored the world of social media, the light, the shadows, and the path between. We began with the bright side,
connection, community, knowledge, inspiration, and opportunity. We saw how social media can open doors, bring joy, and make the world feel closer. Then we faced the dark side: distraction, comparison, addiction, privacy risks, and even harm to mental health. We learned that while social media can lift us up, it can also pull us down if we are not careful. Then we talked about balance, the small choices that help us use social media wisely, setting limits, choosing quality, protecting relationships, and remembering to live in the moment. Balance means taking back control so that we use social media instead of letting it use us. We also reflected together. I asked you questions. How much time do you spend online? How does it make you feel? What do you gain and what do you lose? These reflections are important because self-awareness is the first step towards change. Finally, we spoke about purpose. In the digital age, living with purpose means using technology to support our values, not replace them. It means contributing, not just consuming. It means being authentic, courageous, and grateful both online and offline. So, as you leave this episode, take a deep breath. Ask yourself, how do I want social media to shape my life? The answer is in your hands, because every click, every post, every moment online is a choice. May you use the digital world with wisdom, and may it help you build a life full of connection, growth, and meaning. See you in the next episode.
Thanks for listening with EvoLing Mind. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep your English and your mindset evolving every day.